yeah, we had a few. Lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaviors, still coming anti-up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Blaster, 6.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards.
I've heard of blitzkrieg offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game. But not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. And the Rams are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Dickinson got his man. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Dickinson able to find Gray here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing on first down. Dickinson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time. He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
On 1st and 10, Dickinson. And his throw here's incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're going to look to throw. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Back to throw again. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, 32 yards. And the Rams are able to move back in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. On first down, Dickinson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here we go, set. Hurry, hurry. Hut, hut.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Brought down at the 20.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Ready, set.
Second and 7 from the 20.
Blue striker. Hut.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Dickinson. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down. Dickinson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Ready.
3rd and 8.
White.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 50 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Field black. Ready?
2nd and 5. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Drill 52. Set, go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Smash, ready.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. Complete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Tanner Brown for the Rams field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion is Gray. On 1st and 10, Dickinson. He'll find Williams on the slant. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the 49ers force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down, San Francisco.
Back to throw. Dickinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Throwing on third and long. Dickinson. A solid stiff arm. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. On fourth down, Dickinson going for the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Black shot. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Rams first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Claws ready. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
To throw on third down, Dickinson. This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Dickinson. This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Operating from the gun. Dickinson over the middle, complete to Samuel. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw again. Finds Gray on the comeback route. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Dickinson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns. But in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing
through an opening, and there he goes. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Back to throw. Dickinson. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game. And quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Dickinson. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Dickinson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Ready,
this is 1st and 10.
6, mega.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Hey, check that. Alert, alert. Panther 11.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the 49ers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still that way, still that way, still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John got it. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block, get a bill, real big problem. Whole lot of priors, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I been more in pain, way to broad day. Really short fuse, had a long day. Body like wow, like, wait. You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, stack a lobster with a shrimp, big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still that way, still that way, still that way. Woo, woo, woo. This not a drill, bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, stack a lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real never switch, that. Came a long